So things have gotten a little bit crazy lately, and I haven't posted much of these golf videos like I said I would. I know we were going to do 7 courses, 9 days. We ended up only getting through 5 of them, but I've played 6 overall. So I played 7 rounds over the week, but one is at Windyke par 3, so that doesn't really count. Didn't end up getting to play at Riverside in a couple days where I just couldn't go out, just had Thanksgiving stuff with the family. And also I didn't post some videos because I was playing golf with some of my friends instead of just me, so I wanted to be like playing with them instead of just filming myself the entire time. So I got a couple clips that I will insert right here. Alright, across the bridge, well, this is par 5. We laid up on our second shots, third, both got definitely gonna end up in a bunker. Yeah, right shot though. Thank you. You see it? Found my drive. We're just short of the bunker, so I got a little lucky. Sorry. Chip up here for about 30 yards. 230 drive, so decent. No joke, guys. I just had a birdie chip from right here. Popped it up. It landed just short on the front of the green, rolled, and it dropped like freaking go. Pouring, but a solid drive, just short. But, here, I'm going to show you all my scorecards and then my totally non-AI generated criteria. So, we're going to go back a little bit. Overton Park 9, y'all saw that one. That was my second video of the week after my Whitehaven round by myself. We went down to the links at Fox Meadows with one of my friends. I'll show you all this one. GPS tracking for the course. Started the day with a 257 drive on a 440 par 5. Solid hole 1, got a par. Hole 2, I double bogeyed. Yeah, we don't need to see that one. Hole 3 was a par 4, 253, and I parred that hole. Hole 4, a short par 3, and I ended up bogeying on this one for a 4. Hole 5, pretty long hole. I had a 240. I'm pretty sure that was with my driver. Ended up parring that hole. Hole 6, we parred. I had my career longest drive, 280 or 278, but it was way left in the trees, but I was able to chip up and not get quite up and down. I chipped up near the hole, and then I put it off the fringe to the hole and putted that in. Hole 7, this one's weird. I did not use my driver at all. I used like a 7-iron because the tee box says it's over here, but it's actually up here. So I 7-ironed 160 just short of the pond, chipped up and over, and ended up getting a bogey on this hole. Oops, sorry. Hole 8 was a par 3. I 165 to pitching a wedge over the pond and ended up getting a par on that one. I got a nice up and down. And the last hole, I had a decent 210 hit on a 297 hole, and we ended up hitting +4 on the day. Then we go to the next time I played. We played a couple holes on the back 9 at Fox Meadows, but we didn't get to finish because my friend got sick, so we're just going to go over this one. Windyke, y'all know this one's just some short par 3s. I did that night after my Fox Meadows round. Then played with my friend Graham at Galloway. And I hit a +6 on 18. It's my career best. I'll give you all a little hole-by-hole GPS on this one as well. So parred the first hole. Second hole, 101 yards. I bogeyed this one. Parred this next hole, 317 par 4. I had a nice 226 ball. This one is weird. I hit my 5 wood, 190 yards. I was trying to lay up over here, which is like 160 away, so then I could chip onto the green. If you hit your driver straight, you're going in one of the 3 ponds. So I ended up bogeying this one. Did not hit the ball in the water, but I did like have my second chip go like way back over here, so I played a little bit of recovery, but I didn't. It was a pretty decent hole overall. Hole 5, par 3, got a 4. I mean, pretty simple. Hole 6, a nice 244 drive, just short of the bunker. Ended up finishing this one with a birdie because I chipped up and putted that in. Hole 7, 83 yards over water. I had a nice shot that was like on the edge of going in the water or not, and then chipped that up and 2-putted. Hole 8, 304, bogeyed it, so all right. Hole 9 to finish out the top. I hit a 238 drive, laid out just short, chipped over, and then 2-putted that for a 5. On to 10, we had a nice 79-yard par 3, and parred that. 11, 231 drive, just short, then of course chipped that up and 2-putted for a par. I don't think we had any birdies today or in this round, but overall pretty solid. This one, 231 drive, just short of a bunker. This one, I kind of hit my 5-wood a little bit right. I played a 5-wood here because I thought that like it was 230, so I'd be able to get it close to the green with a 5-wood. And I kind of hit it way over here, so it was like 190. Hole 14, I kind of put it in this little crevice over here. Bad shot, but I recovered with a nice chip onto the green and 2-putt. Then a par 5, we got a 6 on this one. Bad drive, bad first chip, but my second chip was great, and I was able to putt a couple of times to get a 6. Par 3 got a 3. Nice little tap onto the green, then 2-putted that. 272 yard par 4. Bogeyed this one on 17. My first shot wasn't bad, but my chip was horrible and went way right. I shanked it. Eventually found it and chipped that back up there and 2-putted. And then last hole, pretty simple, straightforward. Had a nice 243 drive and finished off the day at +6, my career best. So we go up one more. I played this one with my dad the other day. Links to Whitehaven. It was absolutely pouring. I was going to film this one and I filmed some stuff, but it absolutely started pouring, so we couldn't quite finish it. So yeah, I had a bad drive off the tee box. I hit my driver again, went 250, ended up parring that one. Little chip over here, got a par. I bogeyed this hole because my drive was bad. My 5-wood went straight right, as you can see, but I somehow managed to chip back into the sand, chip out of that, and put that one in for a bogey. Hole 4 right here. I birdied this hole. I don't remember exactly how I birdied this hole. I know I had some nice shots here. Nothing insane, but I'm pretty sure I made like a pretty decently long putt on this one. Hole 5, I had a nice little chip over the water and putted that in. Oh yeah, I actually have a video on this one that I'm going to insert here. I just remembered why I got a birdie here. So yeah, you guys saw that. That was about an 85, 90-yard chip right there for birdie. I had a bad drive. My chip was all right. And then I just got it like 80 yards away and chipped that one up, and somehow it found the cup. So here's hole 6. I had a decent drive here, like right over here. Chipped that up. By this point, it's absolutely pouring, so I'm not even having time to track shots. I'm just hitting my score in. This one here, 242, started lighting up the rain a little bit. Had a nice par there. My chip was all right on the fringe. I ended up 2-putting this one. Hole 8, we were just hitting quick. I hit it, ran over, got it, hit it again, and then eventually found a bogey on this hole. Hole 9 similar. We just smoked our drives, ran over, chipped them, because by this point, it's absolutely pouring. So, yeah, it's a little bit wet. So we're going to go to our criteria right now, which is totally created by me. You know, like, totally created by me. So, first category, course, architecture and design, aesthetic, strategy, and variety. So for this one, I'm going to input all my scores here. This is our first category. Course conditioning and maintenance is the second one right here. Third one is challenge and playability. And last one's overall experience and amenities. So we're going to rank them each 1 to 5, and then I'll give y'all the overall score in just a second. So after a couple of minutes, in my totally un-AI generated rankings, here they are. So, before I reveal all the results to y'all, 4 categories are architecture and design. So, like, how well, like, course design, not, like, stuff around it. We're not talking about, like, all the weird stuff around it, because all these are Memphis golf courses, so it's stuff around it's not going to be that nice. Condition, like, how well they've kept the golf course, all that stuff. Then we have challenge plus playability, like how difficult the course is. You want it to be a little bit difficult, but you don't want it to be impossible. And then playability, like, is it playable? Is there some weird stuff in it that makes it a little bit less playable? And then overall experience and amenities, like how nice stuff around the course was, like pro shop, how nice the people were, and then just like how you felt about the entire place. So we're going to start at the top with Whitehaven. That's the one I played twice. And it gets an overall 12 out of 20. Each thing's out of 5. So it gets a 4 out of 5 for architecture and design, because I felt like the course was really nicely designed. There's a couple of water holes, some nice hills. They used their space very well to create a very good course. Condition, I felt like it was pretty average. There was some leaves in the sand traps, but can't expect too much in this time of year, in like the fall, winterish type of year. If y'all don't know, it's the very beginning of December. We played these middle of November, so can't expect too incredibly much from them. Challenge plus playability, gave it a 2 out of 5, and that is just because where hole 4 should be is where hole 6 is. You have to drive a little bit further to get to hole 4. Like, it's, some holes look a little backwards. Like, if y'all saw on the GPS, behind 3 looks like where hole 4 is, but it's hole 6. You have to walk down a little bit further to hole 4. It was easy with the golf cart because you just followed the path. When I walked the very first time, it was kind of hard to find where each hole went. And that's just because they had that little hole in the back that had the big hill on it that you had to, like, sneak the ball around. So, they used their space well, but it was a little bit difficult to find things, and especially if you're on foot, you might accidentally skip hole 4 and 5 and just go straight on to 6, which wouldn't be great. Other than that, though, it's a pretty nice course. And then, of course, just overall experience, how I felt about it. I gave it a 3 out of 5 because, like, Pro Shop was nice enough. On the last time we went there, they gave us a golf cart for free, which is really nice. And, you know, the staff were average. They weren't, like, incredibly helpful, but they weren't, like, mean or anything. So, overall, it's a 12 out of 20. It's about a pretty average score, pretty solid for these rankings. Again, these are all free or $5 or less courses. Second up is Galloway. This is one I just played the other day. I gave it a 16 overall, very nice course. A 5 for architecture and design, just because there was so many, like, nice bridges, little water holes that you, like, had to hit over. Like, wasn't quite isolated greens, but from where you were hitting, it looked like kind of like a small peninsula type thing, or like a 2 sides is water, 2 sides isn't. So it was kind of nice, like it was well kept and all that stuff. And that goes into condition, where I gave it a 4. Well kept, everything's really nice. Sand looks pretty good. There's a little bit of parts that were of the sand that, like, weren't completely groomed over, but it rained the previous day, so I can't really blame for that. But of course, like, the holes were really nice, so I gave it a 5 for that. Then challenge playability. I gave it a 4 because there's some holes that, like, were kind of impossible. It's like a 300-yard hole, but the first time that you get to, like, actual land is 300 yards away, or if you drop it, like, 150 to the left. So there's a couple of holes that just felt a little bit tricky, but were really good. And then just, like, playability, easy to get around in. I gave it a 4. I docked it a point for playability because they double book tee times. So they'll have, like, 2 groups go at once. So that's what mainly dropped that point off for me. And then, last but not least, overall experience amenities, 3. That goes into the fact of the double booking tee times. And then the pro shop was decent, but it was kind of hard to find an entrance. And one of the staff members was a tiny bit cranky, so that's why we gave it a 3. Next, we're gonna go to Fox Meadows. This is the one that I played with one of my friends, Wyatt. Didn't get this. I got some things from this one on video, but not a bunch. I gave it a 3 for pretty much everything, just because it was an overall nice course, but there's some stuff that's a little bit tricky to find, which was, like, challenge playability. That's why I got a 3 there. Similar to Whitehaven. Wasn't quite as tricky as that one, but it's a little bit weird. Difficulty, condition, all, like, in the middle. Design, there were some cool holes, but there were some that were pretty basic, so that's also middle. Overall experience is a 2, because, is a little bit difficult to like walk it all, and sometimes it's hard to find where you're going. And then I know it's a decently nice course, but there's some parts that are just a little bit weird. And then the pro shop was all right. I mean, it was just like a solid 2. So yeah, 11 out of 20. That's also another like middle of the road solid one. Next, we're going to Overton. So architecture design, very basic course. That's what we gave it 2. Condition, I mean, bunch of leaves and all the sand traps, so that's why I gave that one a 2. Also, just like some of the tee boxes are completely soaked. So it had been raining, but like there's no grass growing anywhere. And we almost got bit by a couple of dogs that were stray on the golf course hole number 3. So yeah, that's why we gave it a 2 for those. Challenge, I guess that makes it a little bit more difficult, but playability with dogs on the course is probably a 2. But I mean, I know that's not going to be there every time. But I thought he was trying to play, but then he got a little bit rowdy. So then overall experience amenities, the clubhouse is insanely nice. It's a nice brick building. So we gave it a 4 out of 5 for that one. Overall, 10 out of 20. It's another just like middle of the road solid one. Next, we got Pine Hill. This one's a little bit above average. Had a nice design, a bunch of water, nice bridges to go over. It was in pretty good condition. There's the only minuses is they were like building some new tee boxes, so there's a little bit of construction going on. I gave it a 2 for challenge plus playability, just because like you didn't know where some of the tee boxes were, and also the holes were really close together in some parts. So like you risked if you shanked one a little bit left, you're putting it on someone else's tee box, potentially hitting them, and there wasn't much trees to separate, so it's kind of hard to figure out what hole you were on sometimes. And then I gave it a 3 for overall experience because it was a decently nice pro shop. They gave us golf carts. We did have to pay for those, so that was a little bit sad, but it was all right other than that. Then Audubon, last but least, but also least, architecture design. It was a really nice course. I like the way they had it laid out. Really good, really great conditions. Sand traps were amazing. Wasn't very much water, but I mean, we're not going to blame them for that. It's Tennessee, so. Challenge playability. Holes, it was very easy to find. Decently hard course, but there wasn't any water, which would have made it a 4. And overall experience and amenity, 0, because the pro shop people were complete jerks. So we called them this Friday night, and they said, yeah, come in tomorrow. We're going to have plenty of tee times for y'all. Come around 12:30. So next day we get there 12:30. There's no tee times till 3 o'clock, and it's the winter, so 3 o'clock means if you get a golf cart and play 9, then you maybe finish 9 holes, but certainly not 18. And they were all kind of jerks about it. So we come back the next weekend, we get a tee time, and it's all right. We don't end up getting a cart. I mean, this one's the most expensive one, too. This one's usually $45 to play for a round, but with our membership, it's free. So we ended up playing 9 holes, because we didn't have time to finish all 18. But yeah, that's why I gave it a 10. So overall winner is Galloway. I mean, it makes sense. They probably have the second most expensive tee times, but that's only because they double book them, so they get more in. They're always sold out. It is definitely the nicest of these courses that we've played. So congratulations to Galloway. You're number 1. Number 2, we got a tie with Whitehaven and Pine Hill. Both very nice courses that I would play. Whitehaven is 9 holes. Pine Hill is 18. Didn't quite finish 18 at Pine Hill. Just beware of stray balls there. And then number 3, middle of the road golf course. We got Fox Meadows. It was a solid course for what it is, 11 out of 20. That's just above average. And then 2 average courses, Overton. Really nice because it's only like $7 to play there if you're alone. And they always have tee times open. And it's just a good place to play around. I'd recommend playing around there. Just know it's not going to be incredibly nice like you're going to have your Galloways being. And then Audubon, well, I love the course there. Probably a little bit worse than Galloway, even level with Whitehaven, Fox Meadows, and Pine Hill. But not enough water, and the staff are complete jerks. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Those are my overall course rankings after playing my rounds over Thanksgiving break. Hope y'all enjoyed this series. Sorry I couldn't post more, but by the way, if you won the giveaway, please respond to my eBay or something as a sentence so you can end up with your cards. So I'll know I was giving away this and another box that I ripped live on channel, and none of the giveaway winners have responded. So if in the next week y'all don't respond, then first person to comment on this video right here will win both the fishing lure and the cards we opened on the channel, including this Shadur Sanders rookie card. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. See y'all next vid.